United Nations Chief Ban Ki-moon will lead a new UN task force to tackle the global food crises. The rising hunger is very visible worldwide. The combination of extreme weather, soaring energy prices, and rising demand are causing riots. More and more countries, such as Vietnam, are closing their borders and have stopped exporting grains such as rice. This politics of food is turning very complicated. The Olympic torch is a symbol of peace, unity, and brotherhood. It is a symbol of hope and aspirations for all, but it has now turned to become a symbol of protest. There are many demonstrations in many parts of the world, such as Paris, London, and San Francisco. Protesters are voicing their criticism of China's human rights record and their treatment of Tibet. The torch is now on its way to Hong Kong, but there's a separate torch being carried up Mount Everest, and the conditions there are not in any way pleasant. Only a certain few were permitted to be there and witness the torch. So, let me hear from you, Turkish. What's going on over there? How cold is it?
That's right, we just left last Friday from Beijing. They cut the length of our trip, we think following the unrest in the capital of Tibet, Lhasa, last month, and so they severely truncated our trip, and that meant much less time for us to acclimatize to the high altitude. I mean, you can hear now in my voice, I'm struggling to breathe in many ways, because the minute we do any sort of physical exertion here, we get out of breath very quickly. So it's quite a frustrating situation for us here. We've come all the way here to the foot of Mount Everest. We've made ourselves, in some cases, quite sick, and yet the Chinese are not giving us any information about the fate of the Olympic torch as it tries to make its way up Mount Everest.
Do explain to me, Turkish. What are you being told? Are you being told anything at all? I mean, what's going on?
We have one solitary fact from the Chinese, that the flame, the torch, is here in this region. We do not know if it has set off from base camp. We do not know if they're aiming for a particular day. Their only interest, really, for us being here is to be part of the victory celebrations and sending that message around the world that this torch is about Chinese achievement and not about the protests which have dogged it as it's made its way around the world.
Have you ever watched an Indian movie? Losses as much as $1 billion a year, and that's just in the United States. So tell us, Ken, Naz, that's your name, Ken, what is Bollywood going to do for me? I mean, what is Congress going to help? How is Congress going to help you?
Government help in, helping us to conduct either raids or put a scare into these stores, because the problem presently is that a lot of these stores are ma-and-pa operated stores, and they just don't seem to have the fear that something will happen to them. And when we go to them with some letters or with legal letters to say, look, this is a pirated DVD of one of our movies, they literally, in their own way,
What else?
The prints start leaving, for their respective destinations around the globe, probably about a week before. And what these pirates do, they look for a print. It could be in Hong Kong, it could be in Malaysia, it could be in New Zealand, it could be somewhere in India, anywhere. And in this new digital format, all you need is one copy to make thousands and thousands of copies. And they're not worried about the quality. They're not worried about, there's been movies here which have songs missing. They don't worry about that. They just want to make a quick buck. They'll put it online, so the stores will download them, burn them into, DVD discs, and distribute them, throughout the world, and of course in the United States.
Okay, we'll see what we can do for you, yeah?